everybody. This is Uncle Louie coming at you with episode 21 of the podcast. This will be a continuation, an update, so to speak, of the last episode of episode 20. This will be so rightfully titled Weathering Times Part 2 or Weathering Times Continued. One of those two I will pick. I don't know which one. Probably Continued. Who knows? Anyway, let's get on with it. So, the last time that you all graced me with your presence on my channel, those views I have on that video, well, a lot has changed. A lot. There has been a complete 180. Complete 180. Oh. So in the first part, episode 20, I mentioned that there were a lot of prospects, a lot of potentials for relationships. Yes, Uncle Louie, you're going back deep personal. Well, it's part 2, so it's going to be personal. Enjoy it. Like it, hate it, watch it. Alright, so I had a lot of potentials. And, well, that's what I thought. And I did mention that there was a couple of them, or there were a lot of them that were just speculation. And I'm sorry to say that that's what it was. It was just speculation. No. Just speculation. Yeah. They either already had someone or they're already interested in someone else. Fleeting emotions, you know. Fleeting emotions. Yeah, so I'm back at square one. Now, I feel like it's one of those times where I feel like I have to go to like this anonymous group, kind of like similar to Alcoholics Anonymous, but for rejectees or for people who got rejected. So it's like, hi, I'm Uncle Louie. Hi, Uncle Louie. And I got rejected by many at almost at the same time, without them saying anything, just through their actions. Oof, what a burn. What a burn indeed. Yeah, so now I've been focusing more on my schoolwork, work, personal life that has nothing to do with romance. But who knows? You know, oftentimes when we go into these little periods of time, little lulls, little periods of time where, you know, nothing much happens, or nothing is happening, or everything seems to be going down, it seems to be going wrong, that's when we get surprised. I'm trying not to expect a surprise. I mean, not to sound a little bit stuck up, but I know I'm wise enough, at least, to understand that there's something coming, but I don't want to. I want to be ignorant. Because when you're ignorant, it does come. When you know about it, usually the destiny itself changes. It still might be the same outcome, but it'll change. It might take even longer. Or it might be someone else. Who knows? I don't know if you all understand what the heck I'm saying. I hope you do. So, moving on. What's the next step, you're asking? Uncle Louie. What is the next step? Well, I'm here to tell you that the next step for me would logically be to focus on other things. Emotionally, focus on other things. So either way, whether you look at it logically or emotionally, right here, heart-ish area, it all points to move on. Find something else. Something else. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm feeling weird today. Feeling weird in a good way. Feeling excited. Very, very excited. I tell you, very excited to be here, to have the weekend. Because I've had a long, disappointing week. in school. At home it was alright. It was good. Just at school. Assignment after assignment after assignment from just this one class. This teacher's not making it easy for any of us. In fact, she's making it very hard to just not despise her. She's a great lady, great teacher, great professor, great lady, but please stop giving us an absurd amount of work for a class that's not even for it's a basic. It's basics. It's just a basic class. It's not like it's degree specialized for like 99% of the students in that class. It's just a class that they have to take, not that they chose to, they have to. Because it's part of your basics when you go to college. It's ridiculous. It's like, if you're going to put us through this, I mean, we're never going to use this information. We don't care about this information. We were forced to go through this course because we have to, because somebody somewhere out there in the state of Texas or somewhere in the college board, wherever is the jurisdiction lies there, they decided, why don't we make people take basics well-rounded, so that way if they decide to change, they can still have some basis. But they don't realize that there are people that only want to do a specific thing, and we're stuck with the burden of idiots out there. Idiots, yes, you heard right, folks. Idiots out there who can't make up their dang minds. They can't make up their dang minds, and we have to suffer for them. Yeah, I'm going Southern. I'm going Southern. You better enjoy it. It just fires me up. It fires me up. A waste of time, a waste of money, and a waste of resources. It's like, I know what I want to do, just because Bobby whoever over there, or Lily whoever, or Chicken Wing, or Fried Steak, or whatever, whoever's name, because people got weird names now, just because they're dumb and they don't know what in the world they want to do, doesn't mean I should suffer for it. Why don't you make them take all the basics? I think it should be optional. Now, this is something that Uncle Louie is proposing to all of you loyal Louians out there. You know, comment below if you agree or disagree. There will be many things that you will need to comment on, because this episode will be fairly interactive. So be prepared. Be prepared. But anyways, I think it should be optional. Optional whether to take overall basics, a well-rounded form of basics for people that don't know what they want to do. So that's the option for them, the indecisive people, or the ones that just haven't found their passion, because it happens. And I think there should be an option for people that know exactly what they want to do, and that's what they want to get their degree, and that's what they want to study. And they should just blow off all the rest of those basics that we don't need, because we're not going to go into those other fields, and we're not going to change our minds. We're going straight forward. We're going a straight arrow pointing up or pointing forward, a forward arrow. We are not going to change our minds. Why don't you give us that option? It would, if anything, it would be very effective in reducing costs for classes. Of course, teachers might get fired for it, but the teachers that do stick around are going to be well paid, and the students won't have to overpay. See where I'm going? And let's talk about another thing. This is weathering time, so it's not just going to be about romance. We're going to go into anything. Anytime I want to go on a little rant or go talk about smack about anything else that's worthy of talking smack about, I'm going to call it Weathering Times, part whatever it is I will be at the time. Okay? So here's another thing that I don't understand, that I have a bone to pick with the school system, with the college, the collegiate system, or the university system. What the heck is wrong with you? What is with all of these little fees, hidden fees everywhere? They just pop up out of nowhere. And I sometimes look up stuff so I know, okay, how much, what's the balance, what do I owe, etc. Okay, fine. So I go look. Lo and behold, I find a bunch of bills on the account or a bunch of charges, I should say, not bills, but charges for things that I have never used once. Never. And it's an absurd amount of money. I mean, I know some of you, okay, with this, I'll use one of the things that I never use or never have used as an example. Even though there are many people that do use it, but I do not use this particular resource whatsoever. The library, the collegiate library, the college library. I have never, ever used the library. I've used the computer lab. That's different. That's a tech fee. And that's also another thing, but that's something I use. I use the technology. I use the computer, so that's fine. But I never, have never, and probably will never use the library. Do you know how much that charge was to me? Like $300. So I have a fee for $300 for something that I never use. And oh, do you think maybe, oh well, if you don't use it, you know, they might refund your money back, but they don't. They keep it. They keep it. That's ridiculous. I mean, I understand. School is a school. Bills are, you know, charges are charges, bills are bills, etc., whatnot. But I mean, I think it's ridiculous if you keep charging students for things that they're not going to use. Like, put that as an option on like some form that we have to fill out, or like just a quick little check the box and submit online. It's like, what are you going to use? Are you going to use the library? Are you going to use the tag? You're going to use the internet or Wi-Fi or internet connections kind of thing? Like, why don't we make it like that? Give us a list. Let us check what we're going to use. And if we do it online, the name will pop out in the system. And boom, you're ready to go. That way you don't have to spend money on things that you don't use. It's just ridiculous. You get all these mysterious charges for things that you never even heard of. I mean, there are others, but I can't go into them because that's just too detailed. Way too detailed. But it's ridiculous. So that's one of my biggest problems with the school. With all these hidden fees. Hidden fees. It's always something. I'm rocking on this chair because this chair can rock, and if you don't like it, well, tough luck. Deal with it for another 30 seconds or so. I'll probably stop. But I'm enjoying this. It's soothing. It's rocking. It's relaxing. Like I'm a baby again. Because I'm angry. Angry. Can you see? Okay. Okay. Now let's calm down. I'll take a little swig of water. I love this thing. Whoops. Logo. I love this kind of container. The metallic container that has like this weird hard plastic thing. It's basically a great insulator, and it keeps your stuff cold. I've had cold water in here, and this is how long it lasts. And I still haven't reached the limit. I have left water in here from a previous day. This was a couple days ago, not today or yesterday, but a couple days ago. I left water in there, and it was in there a total of 12 hours, or a little over 12 hours. Like 13, 14 actually. I opened it, took a drink. The water was still cold, and there was no ice in it. It was just regular cold water because I get my gallons of water and I put it in the fridge and I let it get cold, and I just put water in there. I didn't even put any ice, and it was still cold. That's insane. Oh, it's one of the things I love most in the world. Cold water. Shoot, you give me cold water, just does something to me. Cold water is a blessing, in my opinion. It is the best thing ever to be drunk. Cold water is amazing. So if you want to enjoy yourself, have a good time, relax, let your worries just wither away, have some cold water. Because Uncle Louie loves cold water. And if Uncle Louie loves cold water, you can bet your loyal Louie and watching eyes and mind that cold water is good for you. just a little announcement. We're now taking it down. We're up here. We're up here. All angry, energetic, but going down. We're up here, but now we're going down. We're going down. So, let's go a little bit right back to the romantic aspect. Because I feel like I have to share a couple of things. Okay? So, when it comes to romance, right? There are people that just go with anybody, right? I'm just going to go into like basic types of romance. I don't want to say romantics, but types of people out there when it comes to relationships or anything of the sort. You have, if you get offended by anything I say the way I say it, forget you. Doesn't matter. Don't watch this, alright? Because I'm going to go into say some things that might offend people. So this is a warning right now. I better not see anything, no dislikes, no negative comments on here. So if this is a warning right now. This next segment might offend people, so please, if you get offended easily, don't watch it. And if you watch it, you have been warned. You can't complain. You have no right to complain if you keep watching. I've almost taken a whole minute just giving you this warning, so that should be more than clear. That should have been more than clear enough for you to know what's coming, what's about to pursue. Okay? Okay. So, you have different kinds of people when it comes to their approach in romance or their ideals or perspectives. You have the no standards, the no standard losers, basically. I'm not saying that the individual might be a loser. They might, most of the time they kind of are, but they always hook up with people that are like, same as them, low losers, no standards, very desperate. And I categorize them kind of in the desperate area. Uncle Louie had a little sass. Then you have your desperate people, like your truly desperate people that will just anybody or anything. It is repulsive. Very, very repulsive. I hope you all are ashamed of yourselves if you're desperate and you just go with anybody or anything. You disgust me. I'm just saying that. If you're not like that, then no worries. I only look down on the desperate ones because they should know better. They should know that they're worth better. They shouldn't put themselves down to that level because they're people. Not everybody's going to be a perfect 10 on the attraction scale. You got some people that are very unfortunate that got to fill out the bottom half of those numbers, the 1 through 5s. And if you're like 1 through 3, you got nothing going for you. You really don't. So I get it, trying to be desperate when nothing's going on, but just know you're worth something. Even though your type of approach or your type of person disgusts me, that doesn't mean that I don't have compassion for you. That doesn't mean that can't change. You can get yourself out of the desperate situation, out of the desperate mentality. It's all up here, desperate people. It's all up here. The only thing you need to do is change something up here in the mind, and before you know it, you'll be doing so much better, and you'll be getting results, good results. I would know. Not that I've ever been below the 5 mark, kind of. Used to be a fat person, very fat, so it's not like I had any prospects myself, but you do what you can. Do what you can. In my case, I exercised and I focused on bettering myself, both physically and mentally. And that's how you get to a point. You gotta just work hard. And it took years. It wasn't something like a couple of months and that's it. No, it took years and years to get there. So you gotta stick with it, man. Men, women, whoever's watching this, whoever needs this advice, just persevere. Stick with it. Even if it gets tough, stick with it, because trust me, you're going to thank yourself millions and millions and millions of times over for doing it, for getting to that point that your goal and the point that you want to be at. Okay, it's just a little something for those desperate people out there that don't believe that they're enough. Work hard, work on it. You can work on it. You can change it. Okay, that was just that. So okay, we're moving on. So we talked about the loser, no standard, the desperate, which is a step below the loser, no standard. Now, then you get your average people that kind of either fling around just a little bit or have a relationship for a couple of months. And it's very cliche, very average, normal. Those people are alright. I mean, and they don't have their standards like all the way up here, but they don't have them all the way down here. It's more like lives in the middle. Whatever gets by, just getting by. Then you have the high standards people, and yes, I am one of those. Oof. If only you all knew. If only you all knew. I might not be a perfect 10, but boy, do my standards go high. Yeah. So, the high standards people. We, and I'm going to use we because I'm part of it. We, high standards folk, we don't settle. We don't. I mean, we could have a potential person that's interested in us that could be gorgeous, like practically a 10. But if our standards aren't met, or at least touched on, or at least close enough, doesn't matter how beautiful this person is, we'll toss them aside like nothing. I would know, that has happened to me before. Yeah. I know, it doesn't seem like it, right? Like, this guy isn't very amazing. I don't know what you might think. But Uncle Louie might not be a perfect 10, but Uncle Louie had some 10s. Yeah. I had some 10s. Very beautiful women. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful. But there's just, either I wasn't looking for a relationship or the standard wasn't met. Or something wrong happened. Like the standard maybe was already there, but they did something wrong, or I did, or something happened which caused the termination of the relationship or the termination of the endeavor itself. But yes, high standards people, we are often some of the most loneliest people out there because no one can fit our standards. And it's understandable that no one's perfect, and we do take that into consideration. At least some of us. I know I do. I take that into consideration, so I don't make it impossible. They're realistic, but they're realistic high standards. Or RHS, realistic high standards. Like things that could be attained, that are possible. Like yes, there might not be the most common thing in the world, but they are realistic. It's realistic enough to the point where you can say, okay, well you can definitely get someone like that. It might not be today or tomorrow, but give it some time and you will get someone like that. So realistic high standards, or RHS. I came up with that. But yes, so we are often the loneliest ones, but out of choice. Because if we can get the 7s to 10s, if we can get the 7s to 10s, what makes you think we don't like very frequently get from 7s downs, offers. We get offers all the time. I can't speak for every single high standards, the high standard person, but I've gotten offers before. I've gotten plenty of offers. There's, sometimes it goes through lulls, little slow times where there's nothing, maybe 1 or 2 and that's it. But there are other times where it picks up like that. Similar to a situation that just happened, It just so happened that everyone kind of hooked up with someone else. Go figure. And that's the thing. It's like, try not to get caught up, try not to get caught up in just pure emotion or just impression itself, or if it looks like someone likes you, because people nowadays are like children. Honestly, they're like children. They flit left and right. It's like, oh, one minute you like someone else, then the next 3 minutes, oh, someone else. And it transitions so much. They change so much. It's not real emotion. It's just it's a short attention span, but for love, for interest, for the prospects of a potential partner. They're just trying to have fun. If we have to say it like that, then we'll say it like that. They're just trying to have fun. They're not looking for anything long term or anything serious. And the people that are, they know better. They know better. The people that are looking for something long term and serious, they're the ones that are going to invest time. They're the ones that are going to take their time to get to know you, to get to understand you, and likewise hoping that you put effort in trying to understand them and try to get to know them, so that you can hopefully find out if you're made for each other, if you fit well, if you connect on a deeper level, or whether it's either that and it goes well, or it just, even though you both might get along very well, you're not very well suited for each other. And it happens. It happens. It happens. I'm at this point right now in my life where I'm just seeing romance in such a different light. I always used to take it seriously regardless, but now it's a different kind of seriousness. I'm not saying I'm looking to find a wife already and to have my children and all that stuff. No. I'll give you my date. I'll give you how old I am. This will be a first, as I don't think I've ever mentioned how old I was in the podcast or any other video that I can recall, at least from my channel. But I am 22 years old. I am about to be 23 this coming Monday, September 24th. Yeah. I'm young. I'm barely gonna be 23. Do I look 23? Everyone tells me no, so I don't know what to believe. I don't think I look super young. I don't know. I'll leave that all up to you. Y'all loyal Louians and you new people. For the new people that are watching this, I want to say welcome. I'm sorry I didn't address you all earlier. I just started getting real heated, but now I'm addressing you now. Welcome if you're new to the channel. And don't forget to like, or I think, because last video I messed it up. Like I know I messed it up. Like there was something wrong there. I believe the like button is down here. The subscribe button is down there. Comment, of course, is just straight down. And the notification bell icon right there. I believe that's how it is. That's how it goes. And if not, then I'll do it the opposite way too. The opposites. Just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon to be notified and updated notified of the most recent updates or new videos that I come out. Right now it's a little bit slow. All the content, whether it be music, whether it be original covers or podcasts, any of them, or the live adventures, or any of my projects, any of my YouTube channel, everything will be slow for the next couple of weeks because I am busy, with school and stuff. So it's usually there might at most there'll be probably 2 videos, and that's just on a very lucky week. But typically there might be 1 video a week or 1 video every 2 weeks, depending on my scheduling and on everything else, work, school, homework, all that stuff, just many factors. So expect at the very minimum 1 video every week or so. And if it doesn't come within the week, then every 2 weeks or shortly after that week. But yeah, so just letting you all know, it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow, but there will still be content, and any chance I get, I'll make more stuff because I love all of you. Love all of you. And I am expecting a lot of myself because I have hiccups. I have subscribers now. I have 16 the last time I checked. And you all are very important to me. I want you all to know that. You're all very important to me. You all matter. So I expect a lot from myself to come out with good content for all of you. And there are a couple of other things in the works. I will say that right now. There are a couple of other ideas rolling around. Nothing solid yet, just ideas. We're in the idea stage. So there might be something new that if the idea goes through, and if I can do it, if I can work out the little details for my little idea, I think you all will enjoy it very much. So, I'm always coming up with new stuff for all of you. Always, always. Not just for you, but for me too, because I have to enjoy it. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other YouTubers out there that do the same thing. If they do what they like, and if they don't like something, no matter how many views or how funny it is, or no matter how beneficial it might be for them, if they don't like it, they're not going to do it. That's how I am. I do what I like. I love doing my podcasts. That's why I do podcasts. I love writing original music, singing it and testing it out, seeing what it sounds like and just having fun with it, and that's what I do. I like exploring, so that's where Longhaired Lou's Live Adventures comes from. Just a lot of stuff. And for all of you that may be wondering about the Longhaired Lou's Live Adventures, that's going to be on a hiatus for a very long time. Ooh, this kitty cat. Yeah, this kitty cat's inside. They're meowing a lot. Yeah. But the Longhaired Lou Live Adventure is going to be on hiatus until notified, because it's kind of difficult to get to certain places. When it does, I will say this: when it does come back, there will be new places. Hopefully a little bit more extravagant or more different. That's the hope. But yeah, so. Right now, flat out hiatus. Longhaired Lou's Live Adventures hiatus. So until I mention it, or until I until I mention it in probably a podcast, I'll mention it. That it's going to continue, or that I will be coming out with new episodes. Right now, it's on a complete hiatus, so there will be no activity for Longhaired Lou's Live Adventures. So what is out right now on the channel? That's all there is. That's all there's going to be for a while, at least until I say so. Until I do more of it. With the music, again, it just depends on the time and my schedule and whatnot. Podcast, same thing. Anything else? The Can You Handle the Truth? That will be just like the rest. I'll try to make it a regular thing here and there, but it's not going to be an every single week kind of thing. It'll probably be every 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even just every month, depending how the scheduling is, Just to let you all know. So here's my challenge question. I know I went all over the place with different topics and different conversations and whatnot, and then I go back to romance and it's just for a little bit. So for all of you hoping for for me to get more into romance, whether it be more my personal stuff or answering some questions, leave down in the comments below. If you want that, and I will make that. I listen to my subscribers. So far, nobody has commented on anything, so I'm assuming that everything's good. No one's told me that it's good, so I can't even assume that it's good either. But anyway, here's the challenge question for the end of this video. Weathering Times Part 2, or Weathering Times Continued, probably going to be continued. Here's the challenge question. And this is going to be towards this last thing that I talked about. This is a two-part question. What is your favorite video from my channel? Or I guess it's not video. Favorite project, whether it be the podcast, the Saturday Side series, Can You Handle the Truth, Longhaired Lou's Live Adventures, or my originals / covers, music stuff. Just let me know. That's the first question. What's your favorite project that I do? And the second part is, what would you suggest I do for the next episode of that particular project? That's my question. So this is Uncle Louie saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Y'all have a good one. Y'all make sure to take care and take it easy. Bye.